we would go back to Grandma Moser's, and because she was a widow lady living in town, so, and he always made for sure that we went there. Same time, I mean, we went with my folks, and then we'd go in the evening maybe, and then go to Grandma Moser's. So.
What values did you try to instill into your children?
Well, to be good. Don't go to church. Paul was he would walk. There were times we had snow. You couldn't even get out of our yard, but he would walk to the highway because he knew he could catch a ride with somebody. And that he made for sure. He went to church all the time. He was very, very good. So I hope to gosh that was one of the things that they watched their dad, that he did go to church. And so.
How'd you discipline the kids?
Discipline them?
Yeah.
Discipline them.
Yeah.
Probably spanked them, which you're not supposed to do now, they say. So.
Oh, really? Psychological warfare.
Yeah.
All right, tell me about the worst winter storm that you endured.
Well, boy, we don't have snow like we had back then. I can remember going to town and kind of right down there by Donnie Hideoff, snow, how high on both sides, and one-way traffic going through. And it's a wonder they almost didn't have more wrecks, And that was really bad. I mean, nowadays we don't have snow. Back then we had snow. I mean, you remember that one time when I was a junior in high school, they had the Army come in. And they had these weasels, that's what they called them. That's something that can go on snow, I think. So, and I mean, snow, and they had airplanes, Joe Cluthy, and they would fly groceries out to people that could not get to town, so to get groceries. And then even like hay, because people had to have hay for their cattle and everything. So, I mean, like I said, now we don't. That is strange that we don't have snow now like we had then, because we really had snow. So. And there's, I don't see how in the world we ever got out, because, we never, sure thing, we had, I don't even know, well, we didn't have it, maybe later on we had a tractor, but we had horses. So did they have to, I imagine they scooped those out by hand, the roads. Because, we didn't have snow plows or anything. They never came out and opened our roads or anything. So I can't remember all that, so.
What are the biggest changes that you've seen over your lifetime?
Oh, everything. Electricity. And just everything. I mean, what you people have got now, you take for granted, and it's just, you just stop and think of all the different things. I just wonder in 10 years what in the world it's going to be like, because you just look at all the things now that people have, televisions, and look what you're doing there and everything. And, we never had anything like that, so.
What's brought you the most satisfaction over the course of your life?
Oh, probably my kids.
If you could change one thing about your life, what would it be?
I don't think I'd change a thing. Everything was good. We we didn't have a lot, but we were happy.
Tell me a little bit about World War II and what that was like in Elgin.
Well, that was, we had rationing. Oh, goodness sakes, My mom, we all had our little jars of sugar, that we could put on our cereal, and I think they had stamps that she could maybe go and you could get so much stuff, or, that stuff had to last. I mean, maybe I would use more sugar than my sisters, but I don't think they ever gave me any of their sugar. So, but things like that just, and then, I know they had drives, like, for scrap metal and everything, you know. So, and but rationing is one of the things that, boy, I really remember. So,